Have you ever been angry at someone for something that you've done before? Like, think you're driving your car, somebody cuts you off. Oh my God, what an idiot, you know? However, let's think about it. You're calling them an idiot. Now, you've probably cut someone off before. And when you cut them off, why'd you cut them off? Oh, you were distracted. Oh, you were in a hurry. Oh, if you missed that exit, it would have taken you 20 extra minutes to get home. Why aren't we giving the same level of grace to other people? Why are we seeing this person in their worst form and saying that's who they are? And that snap judgment you made, that's what I'm calling ego-based frustration. It's gonna be when you reduce someone down to a single moment. That one action is who they are. That one behavior is who they are. You forget the rest of their humanity. You don't consider the story. You don't consider the context. Just that behavior is that person. You're really seeing them in a vacuum and you're judging them like they are nothing but that one mistake. And what I want you to think about is I want to think about some of your worst moments in life and like, what if people judged entirely who you were by that one action? Let's go through a few situations where you might observe a single behavior and attribute a lot to that person. Like, let's say you're going on a date and your date's 45 minutes late. Actually, let's do 30 minutes. 45 minutes late is crazy. So let's say your date is 35 minutes late. You might attribute to them that they're inconsiderate of your time. Well, this is really just one instance. And have you ever been late to a date? Are you an inconsiderate person? You probably wouldn't define yourself that way. Or maybe let's go more personal. Let's say you had a friend, right? And your friend was, you guys had plans and then they canceled the plans. Would you consider them to be unreliable? Probably not. I mean, would you consider them to be unreliable? Or maybe let's say you do consider them to be unreliable. Have you ever had to cancel plans before? I doubt you would define yourself to be unreliable. More likely, you had mental health stuff come up, or maybe life got really busy really quickly. Maybe someone in your family needed help. You don't know. That's why we have to dig in deeper on these things. Ego is going to tell you, I had a reason for why I did what I did. Ego's also going to tell you they had no reason to do what they did. But empathy is always going to say, wait, was this just a single observed behavior? Or is this a pattern? You ideally shouldn't have to have gone through something in order to feel empathy for somebody. However, I think most of the time we have to go through things to feel empathy for people. So imagine, hey, have I ever been late? Oh, well, if I've been late, they probably have the possibility to be late. And that doesn't make them inconsiderate or not reliable. That just means they're human. And you should really only be truly alarmed when someone shows a track record of these behaviors rather than just observing them in a vacuum. One bad moment doesn't define a person, but the crazy part is these emotional responses are having a physiological effect on you. When you're having these constant frustrations over people's single observed behaviors, your body is filling with adrenaline and cortisol, your stress hormones, your heart rate spikes, your blood vessels constrict, you stay on edge. And over time, this can lead to high blood pressure, heart and vascular strain, and even chronic stress-related health issues. So frustration isn't just emotional, it's physiological. It's gonna show on you. And I guess largely what I want to say is, if you find yourself getting irate and harshly criticizing someone for a one-off behavior, just ask yourself questions like, have I ever done this before? Do I know the full story? Do I know all the context? Is this a pattern or is it just a one-off situation? Your ego is going to want to punish and think, but your compassion and your understanding will alleviate those kind of things. And for me personally, it's become a habit that when I see people do things that I might have in old times thought it to be irritating, I kind of think about, have I done those things before? Am I looking at myself right now? And if I saw myself doing that, would I give myself grace or would I freak out? Largely, if I saw myself, I have a lot of grace for myself, I'd be more graceful and I'd forgive myself. And I guess the last thing I would say is don't let a single moment, especially someone else's behavior, steal your peace. Like, give others the grace you would want yourself, not because you want to do it for them, but because you deserve peace. And peace is going to come from within when you realize that you don't really control all the things going on and that people are just human largely, and most people aren't evil. So the behaviors that they're exuding, they're probably just them trying to get through life. So that's all I have today. This is Visa. I'm out.